name's Heather, and we're in Rasmussen's 6th period CERT class, and our unit was disaster preparedness. The most possible damage we'll experience on the coast is a tsunami, or an earthquake with a tsunami following.
This earthquake she speaks of is on the Cascadia fault line, and it's supposed to be a 9.0 or higher on the Richter scale. And then, but preparing for this tsunami is you should have a family disaster plan, family disaster pack, going to the rendezvous point, which is up on a hill, as you can see in this picture. Checking for tsunami zones in places that you could go for a rendezvous point. You should know how to shut off the main utilities of water, electricity, and gas. And you should have an escape plan and an out-of-state contact.
Something else that's really important is you should know how to cleanse water, and we did the chart that says water amount to use bleach, and so 1 quart would be 4 drops of water, 1 gallon is 16 drops, 5 gallons is 1 teaspoon. And drops means eyedroppers, so just in case you don't know that. But I'm done. So anytime, you guys can clap now.
We ad lib. Here we go.
Go in! Aye! Pass. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Backing out. Aye! In order to safely extinguish a fire, we must handle nothing bigger than a waste paper basket. In CERT, we want to handle nothing bigger than we want to handle, and we want to make sure we're very safe and secure about it. That's why we pull in and always use communication. You always use a buddy, because without a buddy, you're not safe. That has been fire safety.
How about the fire triangle? What is it? What do you have to?
Okay, hold on, let me.
Oh, just tell us.
Okay, you got your fire triangle here. Those are the things you need to run a fire. You need air, you need fuel, and you need something to burn.
Air, fuel, and HEAT.
Heat.
Oh yeah, you need heat too, don't you? Because without heat, you can't make fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okay, anything else we need to know about? Do we have different classes of fire?
Oh yeah, you got 3 different classes, and they all require different extinguishers. Or they don't all require different extinguishers, but they like the exotic metals. They need a different extinguisher than the standard we have, or most classrooms typically carry. Class A fires are stuff like paint and those are class
Normal combustibles?
Yeah, so like you got your wood, you got your paper, all that good stuff. And then like B is like paint and weird crap like that. And then C is the exotic metals.
All right. Let's hear it for a good ad lib.
I'm Joe Salisbury, and we are in Mr. Rasmussen's 6th period CERT class. This is Angel, and this is Anna. We had Disaster Medicals Part 1 and 2. In Disaster Medical 1, you triage. Triage is French meaning to sort. You triage if there are more rescuers, or if there are more victims than there are rescuers in a given incident. You also triage if you have limited resources and your time is crucial. There are 3 ways we classify a triage victim, or there are 4 ways actually.
Alright, the 4 ways are red for immediate care for the victim. Yellow is delayed, they have time. And black is deceased, done for. And green is okay and nothing is wrong with them. The 3 killers are airway obstruction, excessive bleeding, and circulation.
As a result of a lack of circulation, you can go into shock.
Shock can kill the cells, tissue, the entire organism.
Oh my god.
Organs. Shock looks like rapid breathing, change in skin color, and failure to follow commands.
So in any natural disaster, organization is important. The idealistic setup for a treatment area is you have your incident site down over there. We'd set up our treatment area upwind from the disaster to be sure that we don't have any contaminants transfer through the air or anything. We separate immediate and delayed. We stick our command post a ways away from there. We have our communications at the command post, the transport at the command post, as well as the morgue. And that has been Disaster Medical Part 1 and 2.
Hello, my name is Justin, this is Brandon, and this is Randy. And we're representing Unit 5, Light Search and Rescue.
Alright. Like every SIR operation, search and rescue requires size up at the beginning of the operation and continually as long as the operation continues.
Step 1, gather info. Step 2, assess and communicate the damage. Step 3, consider probabilities. Step 4, establish priorities. Step 5, assess your own situation. Step 6, make decisions. And Step 7, develop a plan of action.
Search operations involves two processes: employing search techniques based on the size up and locating potential victims. When finishing one area, checking it, mark it with an X. But first, when you place a slash first. But once finished, you place an X. At the top part of the X is time, and then on the left, 2, number of victims, and then action on the right. But if it's too dangerous or it can't enter, it should be placed as a box.
Okay, to maintain rescue so I'm reading. Okay, to maintain rescue safety, to triage in lightly and moderately damaged buildings, to evacuate victims as quickly as possible from moderately damaged buildings while maintaining additional injury.
Yay!
I'm Jake Jones, and
I'm Sergio Velasquez.
And we're explaining Unit 5 Search and Rescue for CERT class. For Step 1, we gather facts. Step 2, assess and communicate the damage. Step 3, consider the probabilities. Step 4, assess your own situation. Step 5, establish priorities. Step 6, make decisions. Step 7, develop plan of action. Step 8, take action. And Step 9, evaluate progress.
For search and rescue, you have to learn the carries. There's several. The first one is one-person arm carry. The second one is the one-person pack strap carry. That's where you put them on your back. And the next one is two-person carry. You need 2 people for that, obviously. The next one is chair carry. You just put them on the chair and carry them out. 2 people.
We did cribbing and levering, and there's Step 1. You have 2 pieces of wood on each side, and slowly build on each side. The higher you crib or lever, and you have to have a triangle piece to lever higher to put more wood pieces under to get the block off, or any pieces that are trapping your members.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so we're going to be presenting Unit 6, CERT organization. So we didn't put on the first couple ones so there would be more room for the rest. So the first is the incident commander, who is going to be the first on the scene, and he's going to be in charge of everyone. Under him is the operations section chief, logistics section chief, and planning section chief. Under the operations section chief, there is the
Fire suppression group leader, fire suppression team A, B, and C, as well as the staging area.
Okay, under the operations section chief, there's also the,
Search and rescue group leader, situation A, B, and C.
and then there's also the,
Medical group leader, triage team, treatment team, and more team.
that's the normal one. Ours is gonna be, Caleb is gonna be the incident commander, Connor is gonna be the operations section chief, I am gonna be both the logistics section chief and the planning section chief. Team 1, since we don't have enough people for both fire suppression teams and search and rescue teams, Team 1 is going to be, the leaders Michaela, under her is Nathan, Randy, Drew, and Jake. The second team is going to be leaders Victor, under him is Angel, Zach, Claudia, and Justin. And our medical team's leader is Kenna, and under her is Brandon and Heather.
Also,